Hello and welcome back to our Zunist pagan campaign here in Crusader Kings 2, where we are trying to expand the dominion of the glorious sun god, the giver of justice, over the entire globe, or at least to form an empire title and maybe gain our religious sites and reform our religion and that kind of thing. And to that end, we have attacked the Taglibid Emirate, Sultanate, over here in the hopes of gaining this one county. And we're probably going to be able to do that, so let's unpause so that we can keep sieging here. And we've been sent a creature from Karkotek Kingdom, who is going to go straight into the dungeon. Oh, and one from Pratihara as well, into the dungeon with you as well. Let's see if we can ransom these guys immediately. For some free gold. Also in the last episode, so there goes our centralization law, should give us a domain size of 3. Also in the last episode, the Abbasids were subject to a pretty large and nasty revolt, which has resulted in a bunch of independent little Muslim states around us here, which is extremely good for us. We are no longer in danger of being stomped upon at any moment by the Abbasids. I did a couple of trial runs of this start where I played the first, 50 years or so, a couple of times, just to get an idea of what sort of challenges we'd be facing, and in none of them did this happen to the Abbasids. So I think we've gotten pretty lucky here to have this happen, and especially so early on. Good news though is that I was able to be pretty successful with the start, even without the disintegration of the Abbasids, so hopefully we should have a pretty good time here. Okay, we won another siege over here. We are getting ticking war score from controlling our war goal already, so let's continue moving south and sieging as we go. Let's check on the progress of his Hindu revolt, actually. 95% in favor of the revolt. Are they up here sieging? I don't think we can tell who's actually sieging this. I'm not sure if he's actually wiped out the army or not. Actually, if he'd wiped out the army, he would have automatically won the revolt, so he obviously hasn't. But it looks like he's gonna lose that one. We'll get a few more independent people. Taking this county will give us the ability to declare war on this single county guy here, which is good. Should be able to take him. Let's check out these guys too. Probably not particularly strong. He's got 800, 1700. There's a revolt up here as well, so he's probably in a pretty weak position right now. I don't think we're going to get there in time to attack the revolt, unfortunately. He has apparently won his holy war. And not taking the entire duchy as we thought. Oh right, that's because he's Buddhist, and Buddhist holy wars are only for single counties. That makes sense. Still though, he is stronger, which we don't like, but that's fine. So with our additional domain size, we can probably... Well, we can definitely hold on to one additional county, but we probably don't want to hold on to this county since we're gonna not be getting anything from it for a few years as the newly conquered modifier wears off. So we might want to try to revoke maybe one of the counties in our capital duchy, which is these two. I guess if we wanted one, we would probably take this one since he is the character who is less happy with me. On the other hand, trying to revoke a county from one of our vassals is kind of a dangerous game, since if he revolts against us, we will look weak to our neighbors and they may take the opportunity to attack. I think we'll head up here and siege this county. Or we could go fight his army down here. probably a better idea. Oh, and there goes the Hindu revolt. Or was it the Hindu revolt? Or was that a holy war? Just ended there. I guess it was the revolt, and they joined a neighboring Hindu realm. Okay, I thought they would become independent, but I guess not. So I think we should probably actually go and siege his capital. That'll be worth more war score. With only 50 troops, he's not going to be able to siege anything back. Nephew became an elusive shadow, okay. Or even with 77 troops, for that matter. The Abbasids are attacking him, it seems. Your war over Ray. War for Azerbaijan. There's another Revolt League Independence War, though a much smaller one it seems this time. Not sure why they have troops here. Probably being called into one of these wars as an ally or something. Or not. Well, who knows. But that's not even the Abbasids. They just have a black emblem and it looks vaguely similar. Never mind then. Okay, you are increasing our levy reinforcement rate, which is good. And my wife is pregnant, so we're finally going to have a child. Let's hope it's a good one. Up to 90% here, probably. Ooh. Was that our child? No. I'm not sure who that belongs to. Oh well. Probably this siege and the ticking war score will be enough to get us to 100%, so we can just send our troops home already. Heathens attacked my diviner when he tried to spread the holy faith. Lose 10 prestige. My nephew claims he would be a better spy master than this guy, which he would be, but I don't really want to annoy him. Actually, we'll appoint him as the new spy master. I was planning to revoke his county anyway, so I don't think his opinion really matters. So we'll send our new spy master, the iconoclast Faith Triumphant, okay. So Orthodox is now a de facto heresy. Probably not of much relevance to us. And we're up to 100% here, so we can enforce our demands. And give away these titles. Let's look for people who are not already rulers. Uh, 15 stewardship is pretty good, though we don't want to fire count from our council, unfortunately. We can get a good diplomat, though. I don't care too much about firing this guy, I think. So yes, we have to grant him the landed title. Then we'll go ahead and appoint him as our new Grand Vizier. And I guess we don't really need to improve relations with the Abbasids anymore, so we can just use him to improve relations with our vassals. I don't care about Farah, since we are about to revoke it. Send him up here, I suppose, instead. Is he the guy who was in our faction? Yes. You go and make nice with him. I don't think we will be able to build any retinues just yet. We're still pretty far short of having enough retinue cap available. Probably if we get a couple of ranks of military organization. Let's actually try and get the first level of it now. Let's see. I guess that's not going to help. Okay. Well, that's fine. So we should be able to plot to revoke this county now. We have a new heir. Oh, our wife died in childbirth. Okay. Well, let's get married again then. And let's see. We have a lot of Tengri characters available for some reason. Can we marry other pagans? For alliances? That would be pretty great. Sure, how much it would help us. I guess Khazaria or these guys up here are fairly close and might even be able to help us in wars. I think we might just be better off marrying for stats though. Or for congenital traits. Okay, this is a pretty good character, not much in the way of stewardship. Marry the Spy Master of Kalat. Fortunately going to lose some prestige from this. Fulfill the ambition to have a son though. And take the ambition to get married. We're definitely going to fulfill that in the very near future. I know that I am great and deserve respect. I've gained the proud trait. Did we not already have that? Okay, so we have the decision to revoke this county available. Let's take it. Hopefully he just gives up without a fight. Fulfill the ambition to get married. We'll maybe be able to become king of Afghanistan in the lifespan of this character? Sure, let's try it. Okay, war it is, I guess. Let's raise all of our troops. Probably just disband this 63, since we're likely to just get squished. And of course, Sistan now has declared war on me. Which guy is this? Guy to our south, okay. Well, I kind of mentioned that that might happen if we were to try and revoke this county and he rebelled against us, so it's not too surprising. You have improved relations with, or decreased relations with this guy, which we don't really care about. Probably. Though it would have been nicer if you had not done that. So he has about 1800. I think we're going to have to hire some mercenaries here. Fortunately, we have a decent amount of money put away for this very eventuality. We're already slightly losing gold per month, so I think we will have to stick with the cheapest mercenaries available. But actually, these are the same monthly upkeep, approximately, so I think we'll spend an extra 80 gold, and we'll just make sure to fight the armies of our two enemies early on here to make sure that we can disband the mercenaries relatively early and not go bankrupt or anything. He's headed to Gazan. I'm gonna get there on the 30th of April. Not soon enough to catch my little army that is merging up here. Okay, you are headed into Kalat. So if we can get there first and stop you going, we can. I'll make there on the 8th of May in time to catch him, and this is desert, so this should be a pretty favorable battle. We may not have even needed to hire the mercenaries, but I think it's probably better for us to play it completely safe here and make absolutely sure of it. And if we manage to get him all the way to surrender, we'll get most of the gold we spent on them back. We'll follow to Bost, then we'll attack the Farah army. Then we'll go and siege Farah, and we should start getting ticking war score in this holy war at some point. Since we will control the relevant county. This is in the mountains here, so we will be at a terrain disadvantage in this battle, but with the numbers difference we should be just fine. Actually not going to catch him there, so we'll have to follow to the next county. Which is also mountains. My careful maneuvers in this battle have shown our patient nature to everyone, so we gain the trait patient, which is a nice get for us. Pretty good trait. +1 to everything except martial. Captured a prisoner as well. Is that true? Is it everything except martial? Yeah, okay. My wife is pregnant again, okay. He probably would accept a white peace at this point, but we'd like to take him to forced demands, if at all possible. I think we should go ahead and disband our mercenaries. Just so that we don't lose all of our money. And hopefully he just doesn't have a large enough army to even siege this now, so we should be safe. I think that is the case. He would be a better diviner? I guess so. Sure, knock yourself out. Apparently he's not even trying to siege me, that's fine. We aren't going to catch his army here, which is also not really a negative thing, I think. We just be able to siege down the top holding here, which will probably get us to 100 or close to it. Oh, he was just coming around from the north. Okay, we had a daughter. He's even losing men to attrition up there, so even reducing his chances of sieging anything further. Could get to 100% in that one pretty soon. He's just doing circles around this mountain range. You tried to make the chief realize what a benevolent and peaceful ruler I am, but you are terrible at your job. Oh well. Okay, that gets us to 100 here. We can enforce our demands. Become the chief. Hopefully increase our personal domain levy by holding that directly. And get rid of a vassal who didn't like us much anyway. And we should just be able to disband our troops now. Did that count as disbanding an enemy territory and lose me half of that army? I think I saw that. Just too late to stop myself clicking the button. Which I guess would be unfortunate. But anyway, we should be able to get to 100 in this war no matter what we do. And the county of Chagai here is now independent. And ripe for the taking, I think. The Zoroastrian here. Unfortunately, that would give us a border with the Abbasids, which is possibly a bad idea. My daughter died of pneumonia. We will wait till this war is over before declaring anything, though. So we are going to get 216 gold and plus 3 moral authority for our religion, which is good, I guess, but it's not going to help us form it anytime soon, since we're still 2 holy sites short of the requisite 3. And we have made some progress towards the one over here, and in fact, is it this county? The independent one? Or not independent, but the one that belongs to the weaker realm, the Tagabilids. It is, okay. We are unfortunately going to have to take one of the surrounding counties first from Carcota before we can get there. Unfortunately, they aren't too strong themselves. And we have been sent a preacher from Carcota, speaking of, who we'll just go ahead and sell back to them. We have quite a few prisoners. Can't ransom any of the others, okay. And we're up to 100%, we'll enforce our demands, get our free gold. Really just get back the gold we spent on mercenaries, basically. Okay, and now we can probably declare on Chagai, or I suppose we don't still have a truce with him? We do. We could also potentially declare on Carcota, actually. Since, well, we only have 1,400 troops available, so maybe that would be a bad idea. Anyway, we'll decide in the next episode because we are out of time for this one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.